I'm at a point in my life where I'm honestly learning so much about myself, and I'm learning to trust God a lot more, you know, because God will truly show you a lot about yourself and a lot about life. It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talk, TC Fitness. I feel like I'm in a wilderness. Real talk. Today, the stock market has been going crazy. It's a random Friday. Amazon crushed their earnings, completely crushed every metric, and the stock is up like $35 or something like that. Over $30. And I'm constantly like on a mission to get better at this skill of, ownership of assets, because I know that that's how these rich people stay rich. It's through real estate, it's through running a business, and it's through owning assets or learning how to trade, having your money work for you. And my platform definitely has been growing, so I feel like God is allowing me to reach more people that may need these messages. I am no different than you. I'm a 31-year-old man in the city of New York, the concrete jungle, that's trying to figure out his way through life. And I've made, plenty of mistakes in my past, but I don't necessarily like talking about the past because there's nothing that I can do about it. And the only thing we can really focus on is the present moment. And, as I get better at this skill, I constantly ask myself, what did it take for you to get to where you're at? Now, I'm not a millionaire, multi-millionaire, six-figure earner in the stock market yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm profitable. And I want to try to give y'all some solid advice. Don't ever give up. Hold on. Now, as you go through your walks of life, it's definitely going to come with a lot of ups and downs. A lot of people that may not believe in you. It could be family, it could be friends. It could be the internet, random strangers. They may not believe in you, right? But you gotta work on giving yourself permission to believe in yourself, right? We all got talents, we all got gifts, we all got things within us that we can learn to get better at if we just give ourselves a chance. And what most of us do is we tend to do what everybody else in the world is doing. Just get a job. Let that be your sense of safety, security, right? The job comes with benefits. And you'll be okay. If you just do what everybody else is doing, you'll be all right. But one thing you learn to realize is that in life, your number one asset is your time. And you want to try your best to separate your time from your income. It's a skill that most people won't want to tap into because their income is tied to their time. You go to work, you get paid for each hour that you work, you get a paycheck, the paycheck disappears in a couple days, you rinse and repeat, right? That is the matrix. Control over your mind, control over your time, and you not thinking outside of the box. Now, I want y'all to look at this, right? It's going to be millions of people in this world that never take risk because they are afraid. But I remind myself every day, I want to see this, look. You see the NASDAQ? I'm going to be in that building one day. Me and my fiance, and my cousin, all of us, whole family, we're going to be in it. I remind myself every day that God never gave any of us the spirit of fear, right? God gave us the spirit of abundance and learn how to control ourselves. You know? And there's 8 billion people in the world, so they say. So why not give yourself that chance to discover something different? You see, self-discovery is something that only you can internally do. You know? And I want y'all to look at this too while I make this video, right in front of NASDAQ. Right? If I took this journey a lot more serious in my early 20s, I would be a lot more further than where I am today. But I definitely will say that I'm thankful for where I'm at today because I used to pray for where I'm at today. I used to pray for it. It takes a lot of discipline, long nights, early risings, a lot of work, a lot of control with your finances. I get it. Everything around you is meant for you to spend your money. We live in a matrix, bro. It's meant for you. It's designed for you to spend your money, right? You spend time and energy making corporations richer, and all they're doing is selling you products. I try my best to tell y'all that if y'all take the time out to learn the stock market, to learn real estate, to learn how to trade, it'll change your perspective on everything. Because what we've been taught was a lie. It don't matter how hard you work. You can be the hardest worker in the world and still be broke. Construction workers, policemen, firemen, EMTs, they're some of the hardest working people in the world. A lot of them aren't millionaires, right? And that's just the truth. I'm not knocking them, because at the end of the day, we need those people in the world. But they're not millionaires. And as life continues, life will continue to get more pricier. The everyday working person that's in the working class that doesn't have anything working for them outside of them 8 hours, those people will struggle, bro. And I'm telling y'all, we were never taught about inflation. We were never taught about a higher cost of living, right? We were never taught these things for a reason. It's to keep us like little rats in the cage. You have nowhere to escape. We live on a floating rock. We live in a firmament. There's nowhere to go, right? But at the end of the day, only you can be the one that saves yourself. And one thing I am extremely thankful for is the gig economy, because I get to come out here and feed the people, and I get to learn a lot more about myself. As y'all watched in yesterday's video, I left the USPS to bet on myself, and it's been paying off, and I'm extremely thankful. You know, every day I thank myself. Because if I don't bet on myself, who's going to bet on me? If I don't believe in me, who's going to believe in me? So that's a message that I remind myself on a day-to-day basis. And this is a message that I'm trying to remind y'all. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to believe in you. If you don't bet on yourself, nobody cares. Nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody's going to teach you. Like you can learn off of YouTube, right? You can learn about the stock market. You can learn about trading. Shout out to Trades by Side, Wall Street Trapper, Aristotle Investments. Anybody that's talking about the stock market. Shout out to myself, right? Shout out to Chris Sane, Lisa J, Keenan Grace, Larry Jones. You can learn from these people, right? But when it comes down to putting your money on the line, that's between you and the charts. And most people are afraid to lose money because we've been conditioned and programmed to say, I've worked so hard for this money. I put up 40 hours of my life every week like clockwork to get paid a paycheck that disappears in a couple of days. I don't want to risk none of this money. But I think the stock market is a financial tool that we all should use to our advantage and stop being so afraid. Yes, volatility is there. Yes, stock prices go up and down. You're going to have your red days, you're going to have your green days. But I promise y'all, bro, it's going to change your perspective. You just got to realize that. I'm literally in the wilderness, bro. I left the job. I bet on myself. I'm into entrepreneurship now. I'm working on my online business every day. Y'all see I'm showing up. Whether it's long form videos, YouTube shorts, it don't matter. I'm showing up. And God is showing me a lot about myself, right? You know, I'm listening to my intuition a lot more. I've been growing a stronger connection with God. I've been growing a stronger connection with my fiance, you know, with my family. I'm really trying, bro. And it's very important for you to just believe in yourself, bro. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. That's the biggest thing. Trust yourself. A lot of us don't trust ourselves. But you gotta build that relationship and bond, because you with yourself for a day. You know? Get you some capital from your job or from entrepreneurship, X, Y, Z, whatever, in a positive way, and learn the stock market, bro. It's there for us, right? Because AI is here trying to take people's jobs, and you're going, look, the world is, to me, it's turning into an entrepreneurship world. It's just most people not grasping what's happening because we so distracted and we so programmed to think I'm okay with my job, but you gotta learn these markets. It's very, very vital. And I really mean that. You know? I'm no different from y'all, bro. I just got the hunger, I got the grit, I got the fire within me. I'm not letting that fire burn out because of people's opinions and fear and low vibrational shit in this world, bro. Like, nah, I'm gonna keep that fire lit and I'm gonna keep pushing. You know? Because on the other side of risk is a positive reward. You just got to keep trucking. You got to keep pushing. You got to persevere. You got to understand that the sun is going to shine again. You just got to go through the storm. Real talk. Don't ever give up, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Don't give up on trading. Don't give up on investing. Build your portfolio and build your discipline. All right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like the video, subscribe, leave some comments below.